Why Diolli.com works so well for so-called digital nomads who are looking for serious relationship, love and marriage. I have repeated like mantra in so many videos that international dating is definitely not for everyone. Actually, the majority of singles will benefit and will succeed only if they date locally. But who are these people who can actually succeed and find love and truly enjoy doing international dating? We will talk about digital nomads and clients we usually serve later, but I want to start with breaking some myths. The majority of people think that international dating means older men like 45 and up, 55, 65, dating much younger women. And it is really so that from time to time we are approached by men 45 up to 55 years old who haven't been married or who are divorced but have no children, and they want to jump the last wagon, so to say. So they want to get married, to have children, and they would like to date someone in her 30s, better early 30s or 20s, and they believe that if in their home countries, let's say in France, Switzerland, Canada, Germany, United States, Australia, it is impossible to achieve, then it is not about them and their unrealistic expectations, it's about women. The problem is the women in their country who don't want to date an older man unless he is a Jared Leto, in the sense that he is rich, famous and extremely good looking. And of course this stereotype, it is extremely unflattering because many women, they believe that okay, international dating, I don't want to do that because they will have like catalogs of brides and I value my privacy, and there will be much older men, strange men, who would be willing to date someone who might have been their daughter. Sounds not too flattering, doesn't it? Of course, if much younger women with model looks are not paying your attention in your home country, if you travel to Eastern Europe to date, or if you focus on dating women from Eastern Europe, you are still bringing yourself to the table. Same age, same looks, same insecurities. So international dating, it's not a solution to date way out of your league and to create crazy unrealistic dating expectations. Have we created couples with the age difference? Yes, we did. I would say that the most popular age gap with which we introduce clients is 5 to 7 years, like a woman is 5 to 7 years younger, but we also have created couples where the lady was 12 years younger, 15 years younger. I think 19 years was our record breaker, but again, it was exceptional couples. And if you want to choose international dating just because you want to date much younger and you want to find a woman who looks like a young Angelina Jolie, Megan Fox, Jennifer Aniston, etc., and you have this crazy list of expectations like her bra size, her height, what she should look like, and you believe that you can choose her from catalog, like forget about it. You won't find it in Eastern Europe. You will waste time, you will waste lots of energy, and I know men who are looking for such unicorns, women in their 20s, 30s who are open to date, middle-aged men who are not famous, not rich, like average by all means, and these men waste 10, 15 years, money, time, their heart by traveling to Eastern Europe, and they end up disappointed and bitter and single, of course. Did we from time to time get such clients who tried to initially hide from us their high standards or unrealistic expectations? Yes, unfortunately we did, and with such people we have managed to reason them and to actually influence in a positive way the unrealistic expectations, and they ended up dating and marrying nice women. Younger women, like 10 years younger, not 20 years younger. But unfortunately, some people, they are so stuck on their crazy, unrealistic perception of the dating market themselves, their own value, that it's impossible for them to actually build a relationship with a real woman who can choose them back. But I got distracted with the myths. Let's talk about digital nomads. And right now, I would say that about 70% of our male clientele and a huge chunk of our base, of female base, actually are people who were born in one country, have studied in another country, then have moved for their first job to one country, then to another. So they relocate a lot, they are flexible, they are cosmopolitan, they are multicultural. So of course international dating makes lots of sense to them. I will give you an example. We are currently working with a gentleman. He was originally born in Kiev, Ukraine. Then after the university he has moved to Sweden because of a job, and from Sweden he has moved to Barcelona. He is 28 years old, he works in IT, he speaks several foreign languages, and of course he wants to meet a Ukrainian woman, someone who represents his own background and dating culture. And this man, he feels frustrated with Tinder. He tried Tinder like many of you, I believe, and he has realized that you invest time, you invest effort, it's an ongoing process. So he didn't want to waste time, he wanted to get quality dates with like-minded women. And this our client, like many other men, he doesn't mind to travel for a good match. If, for example, we find him a suitable match, let's say in Prague, for example, she is a teacher of English and she teaches English online, so she is flexible, just like him. She is cosmopolitan, curious, open-minded, young, attractive. So for him, like flying to meet her after having a Zoom call, it's part of the appeal. Or for example, we have introduced him to a lady who actually lives in München, Germany. Yes, very rainy München, Germany. She is a web designer, she works online, and they have lots in common. So after talking a couple of times on Zoom and texting back and forth for 2 weeks, he boarded the plane and he flew to meet her for a longer weekend. For such people, like flying to meet a match, it's part of the appeal. You build this romantic tension, and when you travel to meet her, you actually invest time, you free this time for dating. Because when you work from home, it's quite hard to break this routine and to push yourself to go out on a date when there is this project to finish and your mind is preoccupied with other stuff. You're not thinking about dating. But when you travel to meet the lady, the whole setting is different. It's way more romantic, and of course chances are higher that you will actually like each other, because you will build this romantic connection, tension, chemistry, because you will actually invest more effort into such a meeting. Some of our clients have Ukrainian or Slavic background or Kazakhstan background. For example, he was born in Ukraine or in Minsk, Belarus, but then he moved to States, Israel, Germany to study or for a job, and he has stayed there or has moved a couple of times. So we work with such gentlemen. Or his parents have moved to the United States or to Germany, to Israel, to France, to another country when he was little or even before his birth. But still he was raised in this mixed culture, like Ukrainian culture and American culture. So of course for such a man it will be extremely boring to date someone who has never left Utah or who has lived her whole life in Texas. She has never been to Europe and she doesn't know much about other countries, traditions, and she doesn't want to learn more, and it is okay, but it is not okay for our client. He wants more. He wants someone cosmopolitan, someone international, someone with whom he can really understand each other. Many our clients, they have this mixed cultural background. For example, we are working with a gentleman and his father comes from the United States, his mother is Indian, he was born in the United States, then he has studied in Switzerland and in France, and currently he works in Dubai because he moved his IT business there. So lots of cultures, lots of languages, lots of different experiences. Or another client who was born in China, studied in Australia, then in Austria, then in Germany, and currently he works and lives in the United States. We ended up introducing him to a beautiful lady from Belarus who also has lived in Dubai. So our clients are truly international. I can't say that they all are like super wealthy people, but you have to be able to afford traveling. And here I talk not only about money, you have to have the time and you have to have this willingness to actually travel, because if you believe that flying for 2 hours for a good match is way too much and this is a crazy investment for you, then international dating is not your scene. If you don't find traveling and a long distance stage of communication appealing, then again it is not for you. Because when we talk about international dating, there will be a stage, a few months, a few weeks when you will be communicating online by Zoom, texting back and forth, and then you will make this plan to travel and see each other. She will travel to see you, you will travel to see her. At the moment, our female client, she flies to meet our male client in the United States, because the first trip he took to meet her in Europe, so now she is flying to meet him, and hopefully things will progress after this meeting and they will settle as a girlfriend and boyfriend. And where they will meet for the third time, it depends on them. We have been working with people who have small business, middle business, who work in the military. Yes, many of our clients work at the IT sector, they have this flexibility, and of course we attract certain type of female members into our database. So it is important that they speak English, because, well, you have to speak the same language to build quality communication. But the majority of our female database members, they speak more than one language, so usually it's like 2, 3 languages. You have to be well traveled, you have to be intelligent, curious, well educated, because usually if a person has never traveled, or for example doesn't have an education, why on earth will this person be willing to date someone who represents another culture? Because this person will look like an alien to this woman or to this man. Guys, I hope you appreciate us filming for you during such terrible weather. Well, in München it happens quite often when it rains and it can be sunny and then the weather changes. I hope now you understand better what we do, and if we are the right company for you, you can always request the first complimentary consultation with the matchmaker, and we will talk about you, we will talk about your search, about the lady you would like to meet, and what we can and cannot do for you. Also, right now is the time to press like if you appreciate all the efforts that we are doing at this channel, to subscribe to our channel, to share your thoughts in the comments below, and of course, if you like our content, to support us by becoming a sponsor. My name is Svetlana Mucha. I am the founder and the leading matchmaker and dating coach at Diolli.com. I wish you lots of love. Oh, such a crazy heart. Svetlana Mucha, especially for Diolli.com from Munich, Germany, with love.